Assalamu alaikum to everyone. As today we could not take live class because due to very poor network here it is observed for some days. So due to this reason I am recording this class for your remaining topics of this chapter, the chapter number 6. Till network problem is solved, we will do recording class. Otherwise there is no option, because everywhere it is experienced or it is observed that Jio network and Vodafone also somewhere it is showing very poor connectivity. And as I already have talked with the customer service, they have told that it will take a little time, 3 to 4 months to solve the problem. So here we cannot stop our classes. That's why here we have to go through the recording classes that I already have mentioned in the Teachment app. So hope everyone will watch the videos regularly. Okay, so let's see that we have discussed the topics in the previous chapters. Here this chapter number 6 that we are discussing. The remaining topic we'll discuss. So first, the topics that we have discussed in there, we have learned how to declare variables, what are the naming rules of the variable, how to write a JavaScript code, the simple basic things we have learned. Okay, so how to write a program, today we have to discuss these things in this class. Today we will discuss some programs, or that means programs that it will come in your practical exam as well as theory exam also. So you have to think and you have to watch the video very properly, and if you find any problem then you have to contact with me. So here you see the first question it is I have given. The question is what? Here it is: write a JavaScript program to display name and address which is already assigned to respective variables. Assigned, remember what is assigned. Assigned means assignment operator you have to use. That means the value is already given to some variables, already assigned, your name and address. So as we know, this JavaScript program, it should be embedded within HTML code. So here you see the solution. HTML as it is starts, then body, then script tag. You have discussed this line that how to start a JavaScript program, along with the syntax we have discussed in the very beginning, very first class. Okay, so the value, the tag which has two attributes, one type, another one is language, and language we may omit. Only a type attribute can also be used. Okay, the value of this type attribute is this one, JavaScript, text oblique JavaScript. Okay, then you see, first of all we have to declare the variables that we are going to use in this program, like name and address. For name and address it is asked about in your program, name and address. So name and address we have declared the variable. It is not mandatory that the question how it is asked, and as it is we have to take the variable. We know the naming rules of the variable, capital letter, small letter, how to start. We have discussed these things, the variable naming rules. So we follow the naming rules and declare the variable. And to declare the variable, as we know, where keyword it comes after bar, then the variable names, and it should be separated by a comma. So here you see, name you can take only N, for address you can take A, no problem. Whatever you want to take, you can take. As the question is said that already assigned, so we have to assign the values. So in the name I have assigned XYZ, and XYZ as a string, that's why double quotation should be given. In the similarly address also ABC I have given double quotation. Three types of data we have discussed. So data type is here string, so it should be in double quote. So after assigning, it is already assigned in this variable, and this assigned variable's value how to display we have discussed, while document.write and alert statement we have discussed with plus symbol, concatenation property that we have discussed there. It is already explained that how to display the value of a variable. So we can use document.write for my name is, here it is given, my name is and as we know, it should come in quotation mark, you see, in quotation. So if we give the quotation as it is, it will come in our output. Along with this quotation plus name, as we know, the value of any variable, if you want to display it, should be written outside of the quotation, and in between plus symbol should be given, which is known as concatenation property. And in the same line, you can give plus br to display the next line in the different line, not in the same line. That means your name will be displayed in the first line in HTML output. Again, in the next line, document.write address. Whatever you want to write here, my address is, my residential address is, whatever you want to write, it should be in double quote. Then plus, this is the plus concatenation property, and the variable name where the value is stored, like this. In this address variable, here the name variable it is stored. Okay. So this is the first example that we have simply discussed, that how to start a program, how to write a program. If we run this program, that will get the output, my name is XYZ, address ABC, as it is already assigned. Okay, let's see the next question here. Write a JavaScript program to calculate addition, multiplication and subtraction of 10 and 50. Now see, numbers are already given, so we can assign the value to a variable. Without using variable also it can be done, but if we use variable, it looks very good, and according to your concept also it comes. When you learn more, then you can write the program without assigning to the variable also. So for the basic learners, so you can use variables to assign the two given values. So in the similar way that we have started script, then body, HTML, as it is, it should be written, and here it is given the assignment, that means declaration, and in the declaration line we can also assign the values of A and B, and for subtraction, multiplication, addition, we have to declare another 3 variables. Okay, so in the similar way in the previous questions that we have discussed, here add variable we have used for addition, mult variable for multiplication, sub variable for subtraction. So now all the result of this equation is stored in that respective variable. Now we have to take the output of each. So to take the output of each, you can see the document.write addition, the similar way concatenation property, the variable, the value whatever it is stored in this variable, add variable, it will be displayed. After that, new line. Similarly, the multiplication and subtraction also it is explained. Here it is seen that the values are not entered by me. It is already fixed. Okay, which is asked by the question, that these are the 2 values you have to find output. So we can use like this assignment operator. The next question, you see another question we have discussed. Write a JavaScript program to find a person is eligible to vote or not, whose age is 25, using conditional operator we have to do. Now see the conditional operator last class, before your exam we have discussed, that first it checks the condition. If the condition is true, after question mark, equation will be evaluated. If it is false, then after colon mark, equation is evaluated. So in that concept you have to follow here. Okay, here it is age is 25, again it is told, so you need to take any input directly. You can assign this value to the variable. So first declaration variable, you have declared 2 variables, age and A. E means eligibility test. You can take any variable. I have taken E, and the value of age is 25. So this is the conditional operator we know. First the variable name should come, then we have to give the condition. If the condition is true, then question mark, after question mark the equation will be evaluated. It is for true. If it is false, then after colon mark the equation will be evaluated. So according to the question, you can see the value of age is 25. So 25 is greater than equal to 18. 25 is greater than equal to 18. So it is true. As it is true, so eligible to vote, this will be assigned to variable E. So we need to now take the output of the variable E. As we know, if you want to take the output of any variable, it should be written without quotation. You can write document.write, no problem. Alert also it can be used. So your output will be according to the question. The value of E will be displayed. So value of E will be eligible to vote. And this is the string, that's why it comes in the quotation. The similar in the next part also. So the programs that we have discussed here, all the programs without taking any input. Okay, but if we develop a software where all the inputs should be given, assigned inputs will be not there. Input you have to give from your side. Means I can give 20, I can give 15, I can give 7, I can give 70. So according to the users, the result should be displayed. On the addition multiplication that we have done, the values these values were already given. There are like 10 and 15 like that. So if some users that used to give the input, like we use calculator, whatever the value we want, we give and it calculates. So that input should be given from the user side, not to be assigned. So the beginners only that I have shown that how values are assigned, and the assigned values how it should be calculated. And now we will discuss how to take input. So to take input, we have to know about this another statement, prompt dialog box. It comes for 1 mark, remember. Prompt dialog box. So the prompt dialog box is used to take input from the user, remember. It comes in your exam. This statement is used to take input from the user. So you have to write prompt dialog box. So this is the syntax of prompt dialog box. If you see in your book, you will find little bit different, because in your book this is said that this is the syntax or format. Actually this is the example. This is not any syntax. So syntax here you will find the variable name. I have used here underscore in place of in between variable and name. The underscore, as we know, you can use. It should not have any space. Should not have any space. So then the syntax is say prompt. You have to write prompt, P-R-O-M-P-T, prompt. Then heading. Then next one is default text. Okay, this one known as the parameter 1. This is called the parameter 2. First parameter, second parameter. The second parameter is mandatory. Every time you have to write. But first parameter is mandatory, but the next parameter is optional. Whether you write or don't write. First parameter it is known as heading. Second parameter is known as default text. Remember this question also it comes. What is the syntax of prompt dialog box, or what are the two parameters name? So this parameters name also you have to remember. And which one is optional? Default parameter, that means default text. The second parameter is optional. So let us see using both the parameters. First example I have taken here. If I want to take the input for any variable which is x is a variable whose input is taken like this. Let's see, we are following the syntax. Prompt, then the first heading we have written enter the value, and the default text I have given 0. Means if the user doesn't enter any value for that variable, it will take 0. Okay, and if you see the output, it will come in this way. Enter the value, which is your heading, it will be displayed here. Under this one, the text box will be displayed here. The text box you can see with the default value 0. Then OK button, cancel button, it may be differently displayed according to your browser. It may display in the left side, right side, top, bottom, anywhere. Your browser it will decide. According to your browser format, it will display this thing. As we have discussed that this second parameter, it is optional. So if we omit this one, keeping this default text, if it is written like you see, x prompt only enter the value, and here it is said undefined. What is undefined? The second parameter is undefined. That means the question it may come, if we don't give the variable, second parameter, then what value will be displayed? Then your answer will be undefined. So this is about your syntax of prompt dialog box. Okay, prompt dialog box. That's why you have to follow this one every time when you take input. So let us take an example to take input. Here you see another question I have given. So write a JavaScript program to find a person is eligible to vote or not, whose age should be entered by the user. We have discussed the same question in the previous page, that there it was given 25, age was fixed. Now the same program we have to take by taking input. So everything is same, this line is same. Here we are changing, we are taking input for the age variable. It was given previous page that it was 25, it was fixed. Now the value, it may be anything. When the program will run, user may give 20, 25, 15, 16, whatever he or she wants to give, the value can be given. So here I have given, and we are omitting the next value, that means default text. As we know, it can be omitted. So here you can see the prompt, enter the age. Whatever you have entered, that value will store in this variable and it will be compared here. Okay. If the user has entered 50, then it will come, age value will be 50. If it is 10, then age value will be 10. So according to this value, the condition will be checked. As we know how conditional operator is evaluated. If it is true, this part. If it is false, this part. It is for true part, this for false. So according to this value, the output will be displayed, whether it may be eligible to vote or maybe not eligible to vote. If the age value, if you have given say 10, then your output will come not eligible to vote, because this condition will be false. Okay. So next, take another example. Here, write a JavaScript, and this question, it comes very important for your exam. Write a JavaScript program to convert temperature from Fahrenheit to degree Celsius, and which should be entered by the user. Temperature from Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. And now see, during this COVID-19 pandemic, perhaps your temperature also, it was checked in the school gate by one temperature gun. So there, your body temperature, it was checked in Fahrenheit. As you know, there are two types of temperature: room temperature and body temperature. The body temperature is always calculated like Fahrenheit, using Fahrenheit formula, and room temperature is degree Celsius. So here the temperature you have to convert, which is entered in Fahrenheit. Like the example that if you take, that when it was checked in your gate, school gate, by that temperature gun, it was showing that 96, 98. It is not degree Celsius. If it is 96, 98, it is so high temperature, body temperature. You will fall sick, like fever, 110 degree, 120 degree fever. It is high temperature, not that is that degree Celsius, it was in Fahrenheit. So if we convert that Fahrenheit, there was a switch also in that temperature gun to convert. So this is also the same program it was done. It was not written in JavaScript, other program it was written, but the same formula was used. The formula you can see. Formula, this one is formula, Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 by 9. That means whatever value is the entered in Fahrenheit, it should be converted to degree Celsius by using this formula. Remember the formula. So the declaration of variable, F means Fahrenheit, C means degree Celsius. F, we have to take input, as we are taking the input by that temperature gun. So here temperature gun is taking the input. Enter the temperature in Fahrenheit. As it is, I have given the example. Here it will be displayed in your computer that you should enter any value which is in Fahrenheit, not in degree Celsius. You want to see if this much Fahrenheit is there, then what will be in degree Celsius. So if you have given 100 here, that the value of F will be replaced by this one, F, it will come from here, F 100 minus 32, whatever comes the result, it will be stored in variable C. As we know, the value to be displayed from a variable, we have to use document.write or alert statement, and with using a message Celsius that I have given here, it should come in quotation, as it will come in your output. Plus sign should be given. The plus means concatenation symbol. So plus is there, this is the concatenation along with the value of C, and value should be, it should be outside of the quotation. Here BR tag is not required because after this line you are not displaying any other mode line. So these are about the simple programs that today we have discussed. Okay, so you have to copy all the programs in your note copy, remember. Okay, you watch the video, pause the video, and write all the programs in your copy, and some of the programs also I will give as your homework in the assignment tab. I will post. You have to solve and you have to show me. Okay, so I hope everyone will cooperate with this type of classes, because due to this network problem I could not take your live class. Okay, and if it is possible, if evening time I can take your class, if network problem is solved, then I can take, otherwise there will be same problem. Okay, we'll try. Let us see what happens by the evening. So for today we can wind up the class. Bye bye and have a nice day.